In the burgeoning economy of early 1990s India, a new kind of wealth was being forged. The air was thick with ambition, and the stock market was its glittering temple. But beneath the surface of this newfound prosperity, a dangerous game was being played. A game that would expose the dark underbelly of a nation's financial system, and forever change how India saw its heroes and its villains.
Our story begins in the vibrant streets of Mumbai, a far cry from the towers of high finance. Harshad Mehta, driven by an insatiable hunger, started as a dedicated salesman and trader. He soon discovered his true calling within the energetic Bombay Stock Exchange. Starting as a clerk, Mehta quickly learned the market's intricate rules and hidden weaknesses. Shrewd and charismatic, he established Crore Research and Asset Management. Harshad Mehta wasn't just buying stocks, he was creating a spectacle. His pump and dump scheme worked because he cultivated a public image as the big bull. But to play at this scale, he needed capital. Mehta exploited loopholes in India's banking system, acting as a broker for government securities. Instead of buying them, he diverted massive sums into the stock market, inflating prices even further. He was borrowing from a system that was too trusting and slow.
Chapter 3: The Golden Era and the Lifestyle. Harshad Mehta's lifestyle soared with his profits. He moved into a 15,000 square foot penthouse in Worli. He owned luxury cars, including the Lexus LS 400, imported for its exclusivity. He became a celebrity, featured in magazines, interviewed on television. He was the poster boy for India's liberalization, a self-made man who cracked the code of wealth. His rise was meteoric and dangerous. Many hailed him as a genius, but whispers of impropriety began to circulate. The numbers were too good, the rises too sharp. The question wasn't if it would collapse, but when. Amidst the euphoria, Sucheta Dalal, a financial journalist for the Times of India, refused to be swayed. Unlike many, she saw beyond the big bull persona. She saw anomalies, fast transactions, and predictability of stock movements. She smelled a rat. Dalal began digging, connecting bank receipts, brokers, and the surge in stock prices. Her investigation focused on the banker's receipt system. A BR was a promise from one bank to another to deliver securities. Mehta exploited this by issuing fake BRs, obscuring the real movement of money. Her breakthrough came when she uncovered a discrepancy involving the State Bank of India. Huge sums had been transferred to Mehta's accounts without securities. On April 23, 1992, her article, An SBI Official's Dilemma, Other Banks' Woes, dropped, exposing the web of deceit. The article sent shockwaves through the entire Indian financial system, exposing the seemingly invincible Big Bull as the architect of a monumental fraud. The market, which had soared to unprecedented heights on Mehta's tide, began to crash, and investors who had blindly followed him watched their fortunes evaporate. Investigations revealed the true scale of the scam. An estimated 4,000 to 5,000 crores, equivalent to billions of US dollars today, had been siphoned from the banking system. Numerous banks, including SBI, National Housing Bank, and UCO Bank, were implicated, and senior bank officials, politicians, and even regulators were found to have been complicit or at least negligent. Harshad Mehta was arrested, and the dream he had sold the nation turned into a nightmare. The financial system was in tatters, public trust was shattered, and the country was left reeling from the largest stock market scandal in its history. Chapter 6: The Unanswered Questions and the Aftermath. Mehta's legal battles dragged on for years. He faced dozens of charges, but maintained that he was simply operating within the system's flaws, a scapegoat for a larger systemic failure. He even accused the then Prime Minister of accepting a bribe, though this was never proven, adding another layer of complexity to the unfolding scandal. Many questions remained unanswered. How could such a massive fraud go undetected for so long? Who truly benefited beyond Mehta? Was he the sole mastermind, or a pawn in a larger game? While Mehta was convicted in some cases, his death in 2001, while in judicial custody, brought a premature end to many of these inquiries. His story, however, left an indelible mark on India's financial landscape, forever changing its regulatory framework and investor perceptions. The Harshad Mehta scam served as a brutal awakening for India, forcing a complete overhaul of the country's financial regulations. The Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI, was given more teeth, the antiquated banker's receipt system was abolished, and real-time electronic trading was accelerated to bring transparency. It taught investors a crucial lesson: never follow a guru blindly. It highlighted the importance of independent journalism and holding power accountable. And it proved that even in an age of rapid growth, vigilance and robust regulation are paramount.
The story of Harshad Mehta is a cautionary tale, a reminder that human greed, coupled with systemic weaknesses, can lead to devastating consequences.
His legend lives on, not just as a financial fraudster, but as the big bull who unknowingly laid bare the foundations of modern Indian finance, forcing it to rebuild stronger, better, and hopefully wiser.
The Harshad Mehta scam shook India's stock market in 1992. Mehta, the big bull, exploited India's financial system. He manipulated bank receipts, inflating prices like ACC from 200 rupees to 9,000 rupees. Exposed by Sucheta Dalal, this led to a market crash and investor losses. The aftermath brought reforms, strengthening SEBI and mandating transparent transactions. Share your thoughts on the scam in the comments. Like and subscribe for more stories.